Peace. We live. We live. We are back and ready to go here, y'all. Come on down. We're gonna wait give it a few minutes to let y'all come in. But this is gonna go strictly to an hour because we got to go. Got stuff to do tonight. They got
Got
an
stuff
Archie
to
Bunker
do.
marathon going on for 2 hours. And I
No
got to catch the
wonder you
second
had
hour.
it on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, come on. Come on down.
Yes. Come on down. That's gonna be an interesting question. Right?
Indeed.
Yeah. I want people to come through and show you. Okay.
Hmm. Oh.
Peace. Peace. Who's that?
Who are you? Say hello.
Peace. Peace. Anybody who's in here, come let us know who you are. Mm-hmm. Peace. Yeah, we a little bit late, Dale. Dale is in the building. Yeah, we a few minutes late, but no weather and stuff. This is the Midwest. It's upper Midwest, Wisconsin, and we got to deal with a little bit extra. You know what I'm saying? Where is Dale located? Where you at located at again, Dale?
Missouri.
Missouri. What part? What part of Missouri is? What part of Missouri are you?
Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City, KC.
I
Yeah.
think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been through there. I like Kansas City. That's what it is. I went to my daughter had a tournament there. Then I went to the Negro League Museum.
Hmm.
Yeah. Liberty.
Liberty.
Where's
That's
Liberty
right.
at?
I think that's not too far
Well,
from Kansas City.
shaking Jay Easy.
Jay Easy is back.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Just said we had a lot of bad weather around here. Somewhat bad. Been a lot of snow.
Whole lot of snow.
Yeah. We had a lot of snow over here. And,
Jay Easy wouldn't know nothing about that. They don't get that down there in them Texas parts.
Jay
that
Easy
often.
in Texas? No, they don't get that down in that part of Texas.
Not like we get it.
Mm-mm.
Y'all get flurries and shut the whole city down for days.
Mm-hmm. Shut it down. Who else is in here? Come on down. Let's go because we want to get it on.
We want to get it.
We want to start this ball rolling.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'm about to start tagging some folks. Doggone it.
Tag them in. Don't leave if you come. We want you to come in. Hit the like button for us too, please. Hit the like button if you come in. So we should at least have. Okay. All right.
Shaking.
Yeah.
All right.
Mr. Simmons.
Bobby Simmons. Hey, Mr. Simmons.
Hit the like button for Mr. Simmons. We're going to do it just like my guy. We're going to see if we can get this.
So who all commented on that post the other day when you were like, are you going to get them
over?
over?
Yeah, get them over there.
I know it was you and Patricia was going at it today.
Uh-huh.
Y'all had a little back and forth. So let me go ahead and tag her and let her know we live.
Uh-huh. That was kind of interesting because
we got Mr. Kuiper.
Mr. Kuiper, come on down there, Mr. Kuiper. Mr. Simmons, we're going to be out of here real soon. We only giving 1 hour tonight. We'll be done. When this clock hit an hour, we got 56 more minutes. Queen Intelligent Wisdom, your cousin, Miss Terry.
All right.
Mr. Simmons, Jeff, Kathy, Jay Easy, Mr. Mitchell, The Experience. I like that name. That name is Kyle, The Experience. Who got the name like The Experience?
It's unlike any others.
That's a name, boy. That's talking about ooh-wee, The Experience. That's one hell of a thing there, y'all. Man, maybe it's me, but I don't see a like button. Is there a like button on there?
I don't know.
Let's see. We're about to see, Mr. Simmons. See, we're going over. Oh, yep, we got two different setups. Okay, please, I got you. We got two different setups. Let's see. Give me 1 second, Mr. Simmons. We're about to start up. So get y'all thoughts together on that topic. Does the best sex come from the person you call bro or sis?
What say you? Please,
What
please
say
share
you?
your insights.
Give us something to talk about real quick. Give us something to talk about. I'm about to see. I'm about to see. Oh yeah, the like button is there, but you gotta close out your live chat for a second and then go over to you close out your live chat for a second and hit the like button, then come back and hit the live chat button again, Mr. Simmons. It'll be right there. Yeah. And whoever else just came in, come on in and get in the comment section and say hi to us. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel too. If you ain't subscribed yet, subscribe to it. Share it with your friends too. Share it with them. Let them come on and see what's going down. Yeah. Anyway, y'all ready?
Yes, let's
Y'all
get
ready?
popping.
So there should be at least 5 likes right now. Cause 5 people watching the show or watching us. So it gotta be at least 5 likes. So I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping.
But it does say it's 5 people out there looking and watching.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Yeah, come on down, y'all. Anyway, let's do it. Let's get it on. If anybody want to jump in, the link is going to be in the comment section. And we got the link in the comment section, y'all.
We do. If you want to join us live and speak your piece.
Yep. And you can actually join us live. Put your name up there. You don't even have to have your camera on if you don't want to.
We don't. I mean, it would be nice to see your face, but you don't have to. We just want to hear you say what you need to say.
Yeah.
Verbally hear it, not read it and interpret it.
Yes, because that can leave too much. So I got a question. One question before we start this topic. I got a question for anybody that's right here, right now. Is dating someone and cheating with someone the same thing?
Oh no.
What would y'all say about that? DC, Jay Easy, B Simmons, what you say about that one? And whoever else over
Easy.
Man, Jay Easy is in the building.
Easy got something to say.
He got something to say. Jay Easy gonna say it.
All right now.
Gonna do it.
Be easy, Jay Easy.
Mr. Mitchell in the building. Mr. Mitchell, did you hear the question I said? I just gave peace. Did y'all I'm gonna add y'all to the stream, ask y'all the question, and then y'all can go on. Did y'all hear the question I said? I said it's just a quick question relating to the topic between this show and the last show. And the question is dating someone and cheating with someone the same thing?
No.
It's not the same thing.
No. It's a thin line, but it's not the same. Peace, Mr. Mitchell.
Yeah. Jay Easy said no. Mr. Mitchell said no. Queen Ice said no. And myself said no. Mr. Simmons, what you say?
What's good, Jay?
Oh, you got it.
Go ahead, call him Pops, Jay Easy. I know you want to.
I was actually gonna chill on that one today.
So y'all ain't no snow down there, eh, y'all? Y'all ain't been getting no snow.
Man, it don't matter.
No, we ain't got no snow. I mean, the temp just dropped. Our temp went from like 91 yesterday to like 61 today.
Yeah, same here in Dallas.
Yeah,
a big drop. That's a big drop. So
I mean, we ain't been worried about snow since 2021.
Okay. Y'all had to do y'all thing in 21.
Yeah, we had White Walkers outside.
Yeah. You know, we had the last show. It was what we get like.
You got it between 4 and 5 inches.
Yeah, it was rough out there. I went right after the show.
Was just this past Thursday, y'all.
Yeah, I ended up going out. I was out for the whole time, just getting it, just out there doing snow all night.
Nah, we really been like in the upper 80s, low 90s all week.
Ooh. Now we can get some of that.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's already sundress season down here.
Ooh, wee. And I got a whole bunch of new ones. I'm trying to premiere this.
You might be, it don't look like nobody down here got new ones.
Oh, damn.
I'm seeing grease from Chicken Fried in November.
Oh, damn.
Without a doubt. DC says 41 in
Missouri.
Liberty,
Missouri.
Liberty. Okay, that's good. Liberty. Okay, it's a school down there, right? I forget. Anyway, let's get to it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's get to it. Let's see what's happening, y'all.
Let's see what y'all got to say.
Yeah.
So, my brother has asked a question.
I asked the question.
Is dating and cheating the same thing? Jay Easy, what do you say?
You say is dating and cheating the same thing?
Right.
Yeah, say it and say why or why not.
Nah, because if it ain't no singular commitment in the situation, y'all don't owe each other nothing. Ain't no rules when you single and you dating. Now, if you committed and then you bump around and you slip and fall and somebody catch you, then yeah, you broke a rule. But when it ain't no commitment, ain't nothing been agreed upon, ain't nothing been established to say, hey, I'm exclusively yours, you exclusively mine. Don't play with me, I won't play with you. If that ain't been established, then y'all two grown people and it is what it is.
Okay. That's
right.
I mean,
Mr. Mitchell, what you say? What's your why?
Well, I wouldn't say that it's cheating. Like he said, if nothing's been established, but personally, I only entertain one person at a time. I don't have time to be, I don't have the time or the money or the resources to be trying to entertain a whole bunch of females. So I wouldn't say it's cheating, but I just from a different. I don't know. I'm just trying to come from a different perspective, and it's not appropriate, in my opinion.
Let me ask a question. I don't know. Maybe y'all might have heard the question wrong, or interpreted it wrong. My question is, if I date this woman, right? If I'm dating her, right? Is that the same thing as if I have a lady at home and I'm cheating with her?
Yeah, that's absolutely the same thing as cheating. In that case, if you got a woman at home and you dating her, yeah.
Oh, wait. Okay, so if I got a woman at home, right? If I got a woman at home and I'm cheating with this woman, right? That's one scenario. Now, if I'm dating this woman, is it the same thing?
No. If you got
cheating, that's a definition of cheating.
If you got a woman at home and you dating her, you cheating. Because what you got is at home. If you single and you dating her, that's not cheating.
Well, if you got a commitment to somebody else, yes, it's cheating.
Huh?
If you saying that you say you got a woman, that means that's your girl, and you got a commitment. That's cheating.
So it's not dating.
Nah. That's what's wrong with society today when it comes to. I'm gonna keep it old school. I'm gonna say courting. What's that?
Oh, I was just saying hello to
our
Big Moffy in the building.
Big Moffy.
I mean, it's the lines have been blurred. People don't even say, "Oh, we just talking," or they don't know what just talking is.
Right.
Talking is part of the courtship. When you talking, you learning. When you dating is something that's been established, set in stone. Look, everybody know that's my woman. I'm your man. Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Smith.
You said, I'm sorry. I mean, you said you had a woman at home.
Yeah.
That means you go home to that woman. That's a commitment.
Okay.
That's not. Yeah, you cheating. That's
So
cheating.
He can't be at home and consider himself dating me, and I'm not at home with him with that other woman, right?
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. That question is established. Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
So,
Hey, cousin Stacy.
Stacy. Oh, tell her. You want me to tell her?
Go ahead.
All right. So, cousin Stacy, the question is. This is just a question until we get ready. We about
The
to
question aside from the topic.
It's aside from the topic, but it's correlating. Can I have a woman at home and be dating a woman on the outside, or would that be cheating?
Answer that question.
And you can come on to the show, and you don't have to put your face on there. You can close your camera.
That's right.
Big
That's
Mafia.
a Johnny Taylor type of question.
Huh?
I said that's a Johnny Taylor type of question.
Yeah.
All right now.
I'm always say this. Any question that I ask has a purpose. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave it there though.
Indeed.
Yeah.
There's always a rhyme and reason to why my brother asks questions. Speaking of brothers, I call this man my brother, right?
Indeed.
Let's talk about the topic.
Cousin Stacey said cheating. That's peace.
That's peace.
Mr. Simmons didn't say anything, and Big Mafia didn't say anything. But
Sure
go ahead.
didn't.
We can keep on.
Let's kick off the topic.
Kick off the topic because we only got 44 minutes left.
Right. Topic of today is:
does the best sex come from the person you call bro or sis?
What say you, J-Eazy?
Let Mr. Mitchell go first.
Mr. Mitch.
Yeah, let him go first.
I want to hear him because
does the best sex come from the person you call sis?
Let's step outside now.
Frankly speaking, I wouldn't know,
baby.
I've always had a thin line between what I call a friend and somebody I want to date, and I've never mixed the two. I've never. If that was my friend, it was my friend. I'd never crossed that line. And if it was somebody that I knew had feelings for me, but I don't have the same, I wouldn't mess with him at all. I would never do that. And so, to be honest with you, I don't know if it's better.
Okay.
So Mr. Mitchell has never experienced a bro or sis. Well, sis, let's just keep it there. He's never experienced that he ever thought about having sex with. Is that a correct assumption?
Yes, that's a fact. That's not an assumption. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact,
I like that.
Jack.
I like that.
Well, no, I didn't mean it like that.
Right, yeah.
I like that.
All right, so I think then, it's not his thing to do. We got the experience joining us. But let's get J-Eazy's take on that topic. Peace, the experience with your beautiful self.
Hey, y'all.
I mean, what's up, Mr. Spirit?
Hey.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was the best, but I've tread down that path.
You have?
Yeah, I tread down that path my sophomore year in college, and I wasn't even trying to. I honestly been feeling since then. I got date rape. Like, I just remember Patron and waking up in her bed the next morning. Like, that's it. And at the end of the day, you can still be bro and sis, but I wouldn't say it'd be the best. It just be the one that intrigue you the most.
Here.
It'd be the ones that intrigue you the most. Why?
I mean, because y'all know each other in and out. Y'all around each other. Like me and my sis, I mean, and we still call each other bro and sis to this day. We was around each other all the time. Like, you saw one, you saw the other. Uh-huh. She would literally come do my chemistry homework in college, any science class I had, math class I had. She would do the homework for me and bring it to my room and sit there and cook. We'd have study halls. She'd be cooking, and my roommate would be like, bro, put it in the word. Boy, you go speak to her, and she turn them right around. And for the longest, everybody thought we were doing what we did that night. And we weren't. And it would crack people up. Because they figured we were lying, but I wouldn't say it was the best.
You wouldn't say it was the best. Okay, so I have a couple more questions.
Peace,
some
Mr.
follow-up questions for you. So you were able to maintain your friendship even after you were intimate with your sis, right?
Yeah.
At any point afterwards, was it awkward being around her?
When she started dating a new cat. When she got her new little boo, at first it was because he didn't understand the dynamic of our relationship with each other. And he was just like everybody else on the outside looking in, thinking.
What would you consider the dynamic of that relationship?
I mean, it just happened. Something that happened. It wasn't planned. It's just something that happened. And did it happen again? Nah.
So it happened one time. It wasn't the best.
That was the only one night stand I had.
And afterwards, it was kind of awkward when she started dating somebody else.
Yeah, because it was like a few weeks after that. It was like maybe 2-3 weeks after that.
I'm trying to figure out what was the awkward. Who was the awkward coming from?
Him. Because I'm still being me. Like, he would come around with salty looks, like his whole energy and vibe was negative.
But was he awkward? Was that awkward from him because he knew, or did he not know?
No, he didn't know. He just speculated. She didn't tell him till about 12 years later when they wound up getting married, and she told him. And wasn't nothing he can do then. I mean, by that time, you can already put 3 babies in him.
So then, do you think that the marriage and subsequent children would have happened had she been very transparent and open in the beginning to tell him what happened between her and her bro?
Yeah. I mean, I was in the wedding.
Again, so had she told him before they got married, do you think the marriage would have happened?
Yeah.
What?
Like, if y'all were around them, if you see them, you see him interact with her every need is met and then some. Like, he literally has her spoiled to the point where she reverts to the little girl daddy stage. When she can't get her way, she's ready to start crying.
Right,
so,
but you have to think back to what you originally said, right? So you said that it became awkward when she first started dating somebody else, and the awkwardness came from this guy. So I'm assuming in the earlier stages of their relationship, he started to suspect that there was something going on between you and her.
Yeah, and that was. I'm sorry.
Feelings. So I can't see how a marriage would have evolved from that had you been open and honest.
I mean, I asked her a few times in between then and them getting married, has she ever said anything to him? And she told me no, because she felt like at that time it wasn't his business. That was the past.
Let me ask this real quick before we get to the experience. What made you feel like it was being awkward around him? What made you feel like he was awkward? Or
like if he walked into a public place and me and her was sitting together, it was always a dirty look, not at her, but towards me.
Wouldn't it be with you too? Wouldn't you do that with a woman?
If I didn't know anything, then no, I'm chilling.
She chilling with a man,
right? So,
I mean, he knew about our friendship going in. The whole campus knew how tight me and her was.
That's exactly why I don't have female friends.
The whole campus knew how tight me and her was.
Right, but the whole campus probably also suspected that y'all had at least one sexual encounter as well.
Not only that, but when you start a relationship with somebody, right? It's certain expectations there, and when you're about to meet up with somebody going into a restaurant or whatever the case is, and I'm assuming that if for him to walk in he knew that y'all knew that she was there. He was meeting her there because if he
Like it would be like he would be coming from class and we would be downstairs in the lobby of the classroom building, or he would be coming from his dorm room. We chilling in the lobby of the co-ed dorm, and it's a group of people, not just me. And he would just see us sitting beside each other, and it's like a salty look. It's been times when they work together in the same building doing work study. I would drop her off, and he would be waiting for her outside. Like, what the hell, you know?
Yeah, because I feel him, but I understand where you at too. Let's get to the experience.
Let's talk about it. Does the best sex come from the person you call bro or sis? So in your case, it would be a bro. Have you ever had a bro and you took it to that extreme or to that level? I wouldn't say extreme because to some people that might be normal.
Right. Mr. Simmons said he agrees with Mr. Mitchell, by the way. Go ahead, experience, and then we'll read Mr. Kite.
I was gonna say no, but then I thought about it and actually, I don't know. You tell me if it's the same. It was somebody who was a friend first, and then we tried to make it a relationship, and it didn't work sexually, so we went back to being friends. And I would say we were still pretty good friends after until I got a new man.
And so when you got a new man, this friendship, did it dwindle?
Yeah, because he was very much not that dude that was okay with his girl having male friends. Period. So all of the male friends of the era started to slowly but surely disappear.
Interesting. So somewhat two similar situations, but when I consider someone that you call bro or sis, I consider this my brother, right? I could never fathom in this lifetime ever being intimate with this man. And I truly, truly love him to pieces, but not that kind of love, not the intimate kind of love.
Right.
So in your scenario experience, I think it was slightly different. You were friends. You never considered that person to be a brother. You know what I'm saying? Like all day, every day, whenever you're referring to that person, it's always, oh, that's my brother. So when you consider someone a friend versus considering them like family, that's kind of different. That's
okay. Then I've never done that, but I also I've never done that, but I don't know if there's been a male in my life who wasn't family that I've been close to that I would call a bro, except my bestie's husband. Like we've been friends since teenagers, but I don't really have those kind of relationships with men.
Yeah.
Okay, that's peace.
That's peace.
Mr. Kuiper said
most people can't handle you having a relationship from opposite sex. I definitely know this because I have 2 ex-wives and a female best friend. Kuiper, so your female best friend, have you ever discussed potentially intimacy? Have you thought about it? Has it happened? And then I truly love share with us.
Peace, Mr. Higgins. Peace.
Mr. Higgins, what's up, good people? I know Mr. Higgins has probably hit a couple of his sisters.
Yeah. So
why do you do him like that?
Because Mr. Higgins is a wild one. I could just
that's Mr. Hit It and Quit It.
That's Mr. Hit It and Quit It.
Exactly.
Well,
That was the name from last week.
He done definitely hit a couple of sisters that he calls sis.
see, friendship is friendship, And to cross the line, to me, to cross the line from friendship to intimacy, I just can't see that, because I don't have female friends for a number of reasons, but number one being is that if I have a woman in my life, I don't want her to have any doubts about where my loyalties lie in the relationship. And secondly, if I consider, like, I have classmates, co-workers, all that stuff, but I can't call any of them my friend, because a friend to me is somebody that when you need somebody to talk to, you can go to that person. If you have y'all hang out or whatever, it's a friendship is something totally different. I know these people, but I don't consider them my friends. And just the thought of actually crossing the line and being intimate with one of them, it's never even crossed my mind.
Okay.
That's peace. So now, when you refer to your female, if you had a female friend, take away the relationship that you are in or were in at the time that you had this female friend. So let's just say you both are single individuals. You're a single man, she's a single woman, but you are truly good friends to the point where you consider that girl, that woman, a sister. She considers you a brother, big brother, little brother, doesn't matter. Have you had any of those scenarios?
No, I don't. I've never been that close to a female that I wasn't interested in romantically. I don't establish those type of bonds with women. That, like I said, it's one of them. If I see him, when I see him, I'm cordial and we chop it up. We don't exchange numbers, none of that kind of stuff. I don't. It's just, and it's nothing personal. And I don't date where I work. That's just a no-no. That ain't never gonna happen. And it's just, I got one partner. Basically, I'm pretty much it's just me. I got one partner and this guy I trust with my life. He can trust me with anything. I've just never been interested in establishing that kind of male-female relationship, that friendship, strong type bond type thing with a woman. It's just not, because because feelings can get in the way of that. And I'm the kind of person that I would end that friendship before I cross that line into a relationship. I just can't. I won't do it.
All right, so let me say this. What's your opinion on it?
Let me first mention that Mr. Higgins wants to correct my speech and say that he used to be Mr. Hit It and Quit It. I guess now he's a changed man. But huge but, Mr. Higgins, did you ever hit and quit a sis before your life-changing event? Share with us.
Mm-hmm. You had an opinion on this subject?
Mm-mm.
I do. Let me put a spin on this here right quick, because I've heard everybody kind of run around to the same situation. Most of the men say they can't have the women as their best friends or their friends. They can't be calling them sis and different stuff like that. Also, I've heard that people saying on here that they don't want to get that close. A lot of people saying they don't want to get too close with somebody and all of this, right? But in my opinion, that's the definition of a friend, right? A friend is totally different. A female friend for me, right, is somebody that I'm not thinking about sexually. This is where the question obviously comes from. Does the best sex come from the person you call bro or sis, right? This is, you have a friend that's a female, as a male myself, as a female, that I don't even think about in a sexual manner.
Right.
But in hanging out and kicking it, and maybe even in a situation where one of us might be going through a traumatic experience, vulnerable, things can happen, and we still don't. Hold on. we still don't think about one another in a sexual manner. We just think of it as an activity that took place, right? Just similar, and this is crazy, so don't jump on me, anybody, but similar to a man having a wife at home and going out to be a prostitute.
That is not similar.
Yes, well, in the sense, no, it's over with.
I ain't jumping on you, bro.
Same, man. No, bro.
That is not the same.
Same, man. No.
Imagination. You got to understand that, unlike the prostitute situation,
it's not cheating. What I'm saying is not in a cheating sense either.
But see, unlike in a prostitute situation, when you consider someone to be a friend, you've developed a friendship over time. You didn't just meet that person day one and was like, hey, you're my friend today. Mm-hmm. So over time, you've developed this friendship, which means you've gotten to know this person on so many different levels and so many aspects of life. So to then throw intimacy into it, unlike a prostitute who you don't know, don't care to know, don't want to share your information.
So whether intimacy or activity.
Intimacy, it doesn't matter.
It does matter because intimacy and activity are two different things.
Okay, so intimacy.
Let me show you why it's two different things. Right?
Right.
And Jay Easy, you listen up on this one.
All right, Jay.
And I'm telling him to listen up because he was with the woman, right? That woman.
Right.
And when you were sitting there,
it says
he was sitting there at that table, right? Hey, JJ, when you were sitting there at that table with your friend, and her guy came in looking at something, looking at different things, y'all wasn't in an intimate situation. Y'all was in an active situation. Activity is totally different than intimacy. So you got to know how to handle that. And that's why I said, if somebody, in my opinion, if somebody, and it's not no fact based or whatever, but just the way I would have moved back in the day. If somebody is my friend, right, I'm not thinking about that woman sexually at all. Right. But things can happen when we know activity took place and we may not ever think of each other sexually again. You know what I'm saying? But we did have a good activity that time. And maybe we might have another good activity again.
And if I may interject, like everything you just said describes how our friendship went since then. Because
player, what but we don't develop feelings of sexual desire for that person. That's so when you have an activity with someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can have that without developing desires to be with them. That's where people cross that line and mess things up. But it be so good because this is one of them things where we're gonna hold on thoughts.
But the question was, does the best sex come from that bro and sis? Now, if it's the best, you don't want it again.
Well, no, not necessarily, because you want what you desire and you want intimacy, but you might not want activity again. So
I'm gonna put it like this. Like,
well, can you hold that thought and put it like that in 1 minute?
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a presentation real quick. We're gonna present real quick. This is what we held off on. Hold on. Let's do a presentation. All right.
Sometimes the best nigga we call bro.
Hold up. Say that again.
It's the truth. He loves you for real. That man that you've been calling bro, that been your friend. He always there for you. He pull up everything. That's your homeboy. He love you for real. He loves you.
I knew these bitches out here fucking the bro.
He been there 4 or 5 different niggas. He love you. He know who you is. That'd be the best thing.
So
shit. Sometimes.
All right. So that young lady, what she said, what do y'all say on that one? Experience, what you say on that one?
I'm speechless.
If I was that,
go ahead, Experience.
That's Suki with the good coochie.
That is with the good.
Who is that?
I said that's Suki with the good coochie, and then she's
a rapper from Atlanta. and she calls herself Suki with the good coochie.
Miami.
My brother
She
finna
from
look her up.
Miami.
No, I'm gonna see.
Yeah, she's from Miami.
That's right, my bad. Suki
She
with
from
the
Miami. Yeah, she's
with the
Suki
good
with the good coochie.
Hold that thought 1 second.
So my answer to that is
We listening. We just gonna put up.
I don't really get that. It don't make sense in my head how somebody that been there through you with multiple relationships and is your friend, then you could have sex with them and then go back to being friends. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's her premise of
That you can have a relationship.
that you can have a healthy sexual relationship with someone you call bro or sis.
Is having sex with a friend of the opposite sex a deal breaker with being friends with them still? Is that what I just heard? Peace, Devonna.
Hey, Devonna Rogers.
Peace. So is that a deal breaker right there, y'all? What's happening?
I look at it so differently, you guys, and I mean, maybe it's just me, but like when you start to associate a person that you consider to be a friend, a family member, that whitewashes to me any intimacy or sexual desire or nature or activity that you may even think about.
Sometimes the best relationship comes out of that.
Sometimes, but not all the time.
Not all the time.
Sometimes friendships are ruined because of that. You see,
I think it's more rare.
You see,
again, that's not all the time.
So
right.
Let's ask Miss Devonna, what's your thoughts on does the best sex come from the person you call bro or sis? And I see that ask another question, but another question in there is, can you have sex with a friend?
Right.
What do you say, Devonna?
I'm going to say the best sex doesn't. I wouldn't know if the best sex comes from someone you call bro or sis. I have a man in my life, actually your nephew, that I've been friends with since we were children. And I look at him as a brother. And I've never thought of him in any sexual kind of way.
Oh, that's peace.
And I'm an attractive woman. He's an attractive man, but we've never ever looked at each other like, ooh, I want to have sex with you, because we're very much actually friends or like brother, sister.
Yeah.
And so it never ever went there. It never would. And then as far as I think you can have, but on the flip side of that, I do think you can have sex with a friend of the opposite sex and still have a friendship. Am I contradicting myself?
No, I don't think you are contradicting yourself, and I think that definitely speaks.
I understand you perfectly.
Yeah, that kind of speaks to what I was saying earlier, and that is that when you start to view someone in your life as family, that intimacy thought process never comes into the mix at all. So therefore, it never happens. The opportunity never presents itself because you view them differently. But a friend, on the other hand, I can certainly see a lot of friendships developing into something intimate and then reverting back to the friendship. But it's kind of hard to do that with a bro or a sis.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a successful bro sis relationship flourish after intimacy.
Not stay the same?
No, things change.
I could show you some.
I would love to see it.
Okay, I'm gonna
show me either.
I'm gonna show y'all some. I'm literally gonna show y'all some.
I think you can.
Dead serious. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you some. So Mr. Higgins said,
you definitely can be friends and have
sex with somebody that's.
Go ahead, Experience.
I agree with that. I was gonna say I think there is a such thing of it's establishing that you're gonna have sexual relations with somebody that you're not in a relationship. It's this subtle distinction. So I understand exactly what Devon is saying and what Mr. Higgins is saying, in that you can decide that there's a person who you cool with and y'all gonna break each other off and y'all good with that and y'all not expecting anything more than that friendship and that breaking each other off. I think that's possible. I just don't know how plausible it is, if it's a lifelong connection, if it's somebody, like you said, that you consider bro. I would not think about crossing that line with somebody that was that intimate, that close to me for that long. I don't think I could do that.
So that's peace. Mr. McDaniel said I can't even answer that question.
I'm curious as to why he can't answer that question.
Answer the question of why you can't answer that question, Mr. McDaniel. Peace, Mr. McDaniel. Mr. Simmons said, you go.
You may think that you are just bro or sis, but the other person may think that it could be something else. I mean, yeah, but that's part of establishing those relationships. Like, if I feel comfortable enough to call you bro,
that's kind of the friend zone.
Right, you're forever in the friend zone.
Yeah,
and you should know that is going to always be your place in my life.
Who?
I always forever be my friend.
I recently went through. I'm bisexual, so I date men and women, and I recently went through a situation like that with a woman. We met on a dating site, and we met with the intention to like casually date. But as we developed a friendship, this woman was like, "Wait, no, I don't want to date you at all."
Right, you too cool to my sister.
Yeah, she was like, "You need to be in my." I know how I am when I date people. I fuck shit up. I need you to be in my life. I need you to be my sister. And so it went from me being like heavy into her, and her being like, "Wait, no, we should really just be friends." And now we're like sisters. And now we look back on this period of me liking her, and it's like, ew, because our friendship was more important than intimacy, or that type of intimacy.
Exactly.
So my question is always, even if we leave off the bro and sis title, is a friendship, can a friendship no longer exist once sex is involved? Is that what I'm hearing from everybody?
I believe that friends can definitely still flourish as friends if sex happens.
Okay.
But
I think it's
when you give that person a familial title.
Okay.
At that point, you're beyond friends. Like, I can't be friends with my mama. I can't be friends with my actual biological sister. We've tried it. It don't work. We clash. We oil and water. We don't mix. I can't be friends with my brothers. Like, they just don't respect my authority, and they're younger than me. So I try to keep it to a point where we're cool and we have those boundaries. So again, when you start to give someone that familial title, it's very hard to come back from intimacy and view that person as such. That's similar to how if you had a godfather in your life, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of us have grown up with godmothers and godfathers, and they've watched us from children grow into adults. And now that you're adults, is that no longer your godmother? There is no real familial connection, but you once called this person a mother figure or father figure.
That's kind of in the raising of you, in the rearing of you.
Not all godmothers and godfathers.
Your reception is horrible tonight.
But the person that's your godmother or godfather, or even biologically related, have been there for so long.
Right.
Growing up with you when y'all was 12.
Right.
Been there since you were a baby, and so on and so forth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some lines you just don't cross.
Absolutely.
But as a friend thing, now here go. Let me ask this question.
See, that's the thing with me. Like, I had to have known you for years in order to consider you or give you a familial title.
Right, no doubt. But let me
I can speak to. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Devonna.
I was going to say I can speak to maintaining a friendship and intimacy all at once. Like I've been in a situation where everything started off, very much romantic, but then it just kind of and intimacy all at once. Like I've been in a situation where
feedback. Somebody might want to mute their mic.
Somebody mute their mic. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Devonna.
Okay. I was scaring myself for a second there. And it turned into a friendship, and then it would go back into intimacy, and then the friendship would just maintain, and then we would be intimate again, and then we wouldn't be intimate, and we would just be friends. And the friendship has always been solid, though. So I think that it depends on the people. If the maturity is there and the ego is in check, then you can have a good friendship and intimacy with a person.
That's exactly right. And that's the code. Now, you see, Devonna, you spoke on what I was saying, right? What I was about to say. I was gonna ask the question because everybody say when they single and they want to meet somebody, and I'll leave this question up to Jay Easy and Mr. Mitchell and y'all, all of y'all. I want to hear what y'all say about it. But the one of the biggest things we want out of the person that we meet, we want to be friends first. Right. So is this something different now?
It's different again to me when you assign that person a different title.
Okay, so
a familial title. Like we can't be friends and then I call you my sis, Devonna.
Devonna just said that too.
Right. So exactly. And then we decide to be intimate because I have to know you for years to even get to that point of accepting you as a sis. We can't go to that intimate place and think you're still going to be my sister. And I'm going to be running around town talking about, Devonna, that's my little sis. Even though I just knocked you down today. Come on now. No.
I'm going to show you people like that.
I would love to see people like that. But I think that's just, it's very weird to me.
Because some people like Devonna just said, she said, 2 words. She said maturity and ego.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have a situation where their maturity level is so high that they just see it as the activity that I just spoke about. You know what I'm saying?
And that's cool. I've never experienced it.
And not to be confused with nothing going too far.
I've never met anyone like that where
you just don't know you did. People be lying.
Well, yeah, that might be true.
People don't be telling the
truth.
But
that's sad.
Where is Mr. Let Go?
Yeah, I just can't. What?
Because we need
Mr. Let Go would never.
We need to start. He
would never.
We need to put everybody on the spot. Straight up. No, I'm serious though. But
all right, Al says could have been watching Netflix with a friend, a nice looking friend, and don't wind up making things happy and still be friends. Yeah, I mean, like I said, friends is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You all want to start off a good friendship, whether it be romantic or otherwise. You want to build upon those friendships. And if that friendship leads to intimacy and possibly greater, awesome. If it doesn't, you still have the friendship to lean on if you're mature enough to handle that. But again, adding that familiar title is the deal breaker for me, because at that point you will forever and always be my bro or sis.
Okay, that's peace. So basically what I'm hearing is that, I mean, outside of you the only one that said, but outside of Queen Ice, can a man and a woman be friends?
Absolutely. Can they be friends? Yes.
Mm-hmm. They can be friends.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And can those friends occasionally engage in a sexual activity and separate feelings from that? If mature, yes.
Yeah.
And a level of understanding and agreement has been reached.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay. Real quick, we're gonna wrap up in a second. Is there anything anybody want to say about this subject real quick? Because I want to throw something else out there.
I mean, me personally, I feel like, once you put that familiar title on there, once That's my brother. That's my sister. And I look at you like that. That's it. My situation, I messed up because I let myself get too inebriated to control the situation. So, but we've been able to maintain a friendship since then, to where it's not been no confusion. I have other female friends that have stayed the night at my place, and I gave them the bed. I slept on the couch, and nothing happened. You know, it's all about it boils down to that level of maturity and understanding. If you don't have a proper understanding on it, or if you going into it using the friendship angle to try to get you closer to what you want, then you coming at it from a wrong point of view in the first place.
We talked about that on a previous show about trying to exit the friend zone.
Yeah, and that's what
I mean. That's what that sounds like. But
you're not having any desires. That's what I'm talking about.
You, Mr. Easy, Jay Easy, you can't use alcohol as the excuse for breaking that familiar.
Blame it on the goose. Blame it on the Tron. Blame it on the...
Because if you were your real sister and you were drunk as hell, you wouldn't sleep with it.
I wouldn't have been laying in my real sister's bed at 2-3 in the morning. I wouldn't have been laying in my...
No problems laying in my brother's bed. That's my brother.
I mean,
comfortable there.
Like I said, we did that.
Never happened
but I understand where Jay Easy's speaking on, because it's kind of, even though that is your sister or your brother with that title, is outside of the biological realm, you know, things can always happen, and that's where he's coming from. And he wasn't. I don't even look at what he's saying as valid, because he didn't participate. If I'm getting it right, you didn't. You was attacked, right?
I mean, like I said, I was drunk. I was already drunk on Hennessy, and then we got there and started taking Patron shots.
So you wasn't raped like you said earlier.
I remember waking up naked in her bed. I remember taking a shot and waking up naked in her bed.
Okay, so you participate. Okay, cool. That's what he did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a participant.
Yeah. Okay.
That's peace. That's peace. McDaniel said, "This that brown sugar deal." If that's the best I ever had, and she had, that's gonna be explored. And also, a lot of absolutely.
That's exactly what I just said.
What you said, Mr. Mitchell. Like, there's no way that friend that you call sister bro is the best sex you ever had, and you don't want it again. You don't want to explore anything further.
Depending on if you got a person.
Whether you got a person or not. If it's the best sex you ever had, that's just like eating the best cheeseburger. Eventually, you heard about that cheeseburger, right? Everybody been raving and craving about it. You finally get it, and you're like, this is the best fucking cheeseburger ever. And it might be in a whole different state. But guess what? When you go back home and you get to thinking about it, like, damn, you know what? A while ago, I had one of the best cheeseburgers of my life. Mm-hmm. I think I want some more of that.
Well, you know, but
see,
and
the thing
go
is,
ahead,
man, you gotta have boundaries. In every relationship, whether it's friends, romantic, or whatever, there has to be boundaries. And with me, boundaries in a friendship, if we're not romantic, then we're not gonna be. We're not gonna call ourselves friends and then act like we kicking it. You know, if we're gonna be romantically involved, then we're gonna be romantically involved. We're gonna be together. We're gonna see what happens. But if a woman tells me that we're friends, then there is no romance, there is no intimacy, there's no nothing. That's right. Just the way. That's me. And it ain't no coming back going, no, you know what? I want to try this better. No, we've already set the boundaries here.
I got a question for the what's the name? So before we wrap it up, and it's 11 people out here, so I just want to see in the comments and all of that stuff. Is this is off the subject, but it's on the subject anyway. It's still sex. Right, and I'm gonna start with Queen Ice.
All right,
and it's just a yes or no answer. Does body count matter for a person that you're gonna deal with?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
Mitch?
Man, at my age, body count don't mean shit. Because people gonna be somebody that I'm gonna date is gonna be at an age where they don't have a body count. No, absolutely not.
No. Okay. Jay Easy?
Does body
Nah,
count? No.
nah.
Okay. JJ says no. Anybody else want to say yes or no?
Cousin Stacy, McDaniel, Al Higgins, does body count matter?
Are you getting Al Higgins?
Kendall, huh?
You getting Al Higgins?
Yeah, you know, Mr. Hit It and Quit It. I'm sure his body count
Used
high.
to be Mr. Hit.
I mean, but I think I always feel like people that's worried about a body count is insecure.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a backup question to it.
I mean, you gotta think about it. If you that worried about that person's body count, why you even trying to deal with them? Because evidently you were worried about it walking into the situation.
Right.
This is cool.
And that's
I
before
never even
you.
asked that question.
I was always told it don't matter
what.
what the cat before you was doing. It matters what you was doing.
Okay.
Bobby
You
Simmons
know?
said not anymore, but in his youth, it was something that did matter, and that makes
That
sense.
makes sense. Okay, so let's play a little game here. I'm
A
gonna
little game, then we gone.
yeah, little game and then we gone. Cause everybody said no, and I get it. I get everybody like that political correct stuff.
Mr. Hit It and Quit It said no.
No, it
Body count doesn't matter.
right? So
Clearly,
let's play a little game here.
Speak.
Okay, let's play a little game. We're gonna answer one more question, and just a yes or no. Y'all can, after everybody say yes or no, we can go ahead and explain or whatever, and then we can leave. You meet a woman in September.
or guy.
DC says no. You meet a woman or man in September of the year, right?
Mhm.
And she says, well, I'm really into you because you digging her. And she said, well, I had 2 guys each month, or 2 women for the, vice versa. I had 2 guys each month up to this point. I just want to let you know that just in case we bump into somebody. So September will be the 9th month. It'll be 8 months into the year. That'll be 16 guys. Would that matter then? Would that body count matter then?
No.
Nah.
Nope.
I'll explain. So I'll say no, and
And keep
here's why.
Come on in the comments too.
No, it doesn't matter, because what you have done before me, I can't pass judgment on that. What I would say is I would proceed with caution as to being one of your number 1 or 2 in September. So I would appreciate that you were candid and open by telling me that, but I would have to think about my own health and safety moving forward. And, I would hope and wish that even though you've had 16 bodies this year, that you were safe. You were safe as well. And I hope you had a great time.
I say no, simply because again, that was before me. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna be protected. Whether it's no matter what we dealing with, I'm gonna be protected. So you cool with your 16? I'm cool with that. Again, like she said, I respect your honesty, but I'm just gonna be protected if things go that far.
You have to respect the honesty, and whether you proceed or not, that's up to you. But you have to respect the honesty.
Yeah.
That's peace. I like that.
We got the experience who said no, it doesn't matter as long as they are not diseased. Exactly.
Right. Got to protect yourself at all costs.
Right. Mr. Simmons said yes with that, because I now know that I'm going to get some now. So it matters to him that this person
already
has 2 people every single month leading up to the month that they met, because he knows he's going to be in September.
That boy, wow.
Mr. Higgins said, nope, make sure you wrap it up. Exactly.
And
My cousin.
I mean, but again, when you look at people that are concerned about body count, they often concerned and insecure about other things.
Right.
Who I don't care who you used to talk to. You talking to me now?
Right.
I'm gonna be concerned with that last scenario with the 2 a month, I'm definitely gonna be concerned because
As you should.
this shows me somebody that doesn't have much discipline. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
See, it's always a backdrop to any question. Y'all gotta remember that. This was showed me a person that doesn't have much discipline going on, and just like to have fun. So if you decided to get into a relationship with this woman, because that's what I had kind of placed the scenario as, right? Digging and digging. This is not going to possibly will not stop moving into the future. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to be like, yes, at that stage, I would be concerned. Prior times throughout their life, if she's been married 3 times, got, kids with 2 or 3 different guys, 5, I don't know about that, but I wouldn't mind that. But if she told me that scenario with 2 a month, up to the point that I meet her in 1 year, I'm definitely gonna be concerned, and that's just keeping it real.
And that's why I say I'm gonna strap up regardless.
Mm-hmm. Not only about protecting yourself from disease.
That's the thing about that. You will not strap up forever, because if this is a person that you're digging, and when I say digging, you digging her, she digging you, that's getting into a relationship. You might strap up the person.
See, the thing is that
too long. Go ahead, Mr.
Like you say, man, it's not only about protecting yourself sexually, but you just make sure that I would tell this person, look, keep it 100 with me like you did from the beginning. As long as they keeping it 100, if you fall, if you jump all in and shit go bad, that's on you. As long as they keeping it a buck with you, you entering that at your own risk.
But it's kind of like the topic the other night when we were talking about cheating up, cheating down. At the end of the day, it was the question as, do you move on with that person you cheated with? Why you don't just end that and move on? At the end of the day, I can't move. You got to watch how you move with people, because when that woman that had 2 a month prior to me for the past every month since the start of the year. Am I number 1 or 2 for the month and then you done? Like, I understand what you're saying about I'm digging her and she digging me, but at the end of the day, I'm not worried about your body count, how big that number is, but I'm worried about how you move. Right. And that's why I say I'm gonna strap up and I'm gonna be paid attention, because if you get ready to move around and you done with me, I'm not finna let my feelings get too involved and let this become a symbiotic situation.
Right. I honestly feel like my brother is kind of contradicting himself. Okay? For it to matter, but yet you're not taking into account that maybe that was that person's fetish, or maybe that was that person's profession. That's not
what is the profession. What is with the
for
profession?
her to be a sex worker?
Fetish. Or a sex worker, yeah, that's undisciplined.
That's not undisciplined. She is making money doing something that she enjoys.
What if it's not even a sex worker? What if they just got an addiction?
You're a vivid watcher of porn, so you have to know that the same chick appears in multiple videos all the time.
Who vividly watches that?
Really a discipline and love?
With me.
No.
Oh my God.
No, yes.
But, okay, what if she was making millions of dollars doing it?
I mean, that's a different story.
Oh, see? So in that case, it doesn't matter. It doesn't.
No.
So again,
let me ask you the same question, Queen.
I know that.
Let me ask you, would you ever date a brother that was a Magic Mike stripper, a Chippendales dancer?
I was having sex. That's what I'm saying.
But it's possible.
It is, but it's also possible that she just out here slanging pussy everywhere.
With a man, but
that $10 holler.
Right. You definitely have to be mindful and make the best.
You got to use what you got to get what you want.
That's right. That's how some of these women feel, and some of these guys as well. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like that's being undisciplined or unworthy of being able to make healthy choices. Again, some people work in the industry, and that industry calls for them to have multiple sex partners.
No, that would be different. That would be different.
Absolutely.
That's totally different. JJ
said that's a lot of counts. A person like that doesn't know what it wants. I mean, not necessarily. Again, a sex worker.
I'm with you, JJ.
And my sissy experience says, at our age, do we even ask for body counts?
Right. That's what I say.
That's not even part of my discussion.
Yeah.
I mean, after a while, you got to realize that body count is it's a big number.
Man, my age, if they don't have a body count, that's a red flag.
Yeah. So.
I mean, ain't nobody body count just small.
That's true.
Like, I don't see nobody talking about. I've never met somebody say my body count is 8. Oh, really?
Go ahead now. Something.
All right. Well, Miss Dale Kathy said I would feel so dirty 2 a month.
2 a month.
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna drag this conversation on any longer, but
yeah,
DC, I kind of feel like that's not fair. That's an unfair statement to make, considering you were in a marriage and had a 19-year relationship with the man. You cannot tell me that during that 19 years you did not have sex with both of those men in the same month. It happened. That was it's still your husband, and he's still your lover. I don't think it makes you feel dirty. But anyway, cousin Stacy said maybe she was single and living her life. Now she met someone that she wants to settle down with. Are you saying 16 different relationships or flings?
I was saying 2 people she had sex with a month. The same way I said the scenario. She had sex with 2 different people a month until the month she met you, and she was digging that.
But were those 2 people a month in? Was she in a relationship with those 2 people?
If she was,
were they just 2 flings that she
okay,
had?
So let me say this: if she was in 2 relationships,
then
she was totally unstable.
Absolutely,
she was totally unstable. And if she had 2 flings a month, she was totally unstable. So you got the same thing either way. You got the same exact situation, no matter what. A person that's doing it like that is usually an unstable individual. Hey, but listen, this is what we want to do, right? We're gonna check this out. Anybody that's on here right now checking this out, hit that like button for us one time. Hit the like button and then we'll see what's up. And then for the next show that we do, we're gonna talk the show topic, but we're gonna have to do a show about putting people on Front Street. we gonna bring up every receipt that we done got. No, I'm playing with y'all. Hey, we gotta go. But we enjoyed you, Mr. Mitchell. We enjoyed you, Jay Easy, Stacey Terry, DC, JJ, Mr. Simmons, Mr. Higgins, Elaine Tracy,
Elaine Grace,
that's the one.
Yes.
Stacey Terry, June Kane,
Keith McDaniel,
Mr. McDaniels,
Mr. Hit It and Quit It.
Yep, Mr. Devonna Rogers, Mr. Kuiper, Big Mafia came in the building.
The Experience and JJ.
Definitely myself and Queen Ice. And we're gonna say peace. Hey, look out for the next one because we really want y'all to be here for this next one, okay?
Yes, please.
We won't even we're not even gonna put out the subject. Just be here for the next one on Thursday evening at the
I do my best. I know that's a work night for me.
Oh yeah.
Hop in on us, Mr. Mitch.
Yeah, we're gonna give you the flow for the first.
It's a work night for me too, Pops, but I got you.
First,
my man.
First 5 minutes, we're gonna give it to y'all. We're gonna give y'all the flow on the subject, all right?
Hey, I'll be in D-Town next weekend.
Huh?
I say, Pops, I'll be in Dallas next weekend.
All right, well, make arrangements.
For sure?
That's how it went.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
Right. Father, son, take a pic.
And I'm gonna have my glasses on. I'm gonna have my glasses with me too.
I would love that.
Hey.
All right, on that note, y'all, that's peace.
Peace.
Already.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.